Awareness series part 34. Speaking fluently doesn't mean you are aware. Imagine two people. One speaks confidently, fluently, continuously in multiple languages. People admire them. Now imagine another person. They speak less. Their words are simple. Sometimes they even pause before responding. Who is more aware? Most people immediately choose the first person because today's world often associates awareness with communication. The louder the voice, the more fluent the language, the greater the confidence, the more aware we assume the person is. But awareness isn't measured by words, it is measured by how consciously those words are experienced while they are being spoken. Today, let's explore why speaking fluently doesn't necessarily mean you are aware. Communication is one of humanity's greatest skills. Language has built civilizations, ideas, science, businesses, leadership, relationship. Learning another language, improving communication, public speaking, presentation skills. All of these are valuable. Develop them. But communication and awareness are not same. Communication is a skill. Awareness transforms the communicator. Today we admire people who can speak influently, confidently, continuously, influence audience, lead meetings, present ideas, negotiate, teach, sell. These are important abilities, but none of them automatically indicate awareness. A person can speak beautifully while never observing themselves, never noticing their body, never noticing their emotions, never noticing their thoughts. Speaking well doesn't automatically mean speaking consciously. Imagine driving a familiar route. Sometimes you arrive without remembering much of the journey. The body drove, the mind wandered. Now imagine driving the same route consciously. You notice the road, you notice the surroundings, the steering wheel, the changing sky. The destination remains same. The experience is completely different. Speaking works exactly the same way. You can speak automatically or you can consciously experience while you're speaking. Awareness changes the experience, not merely the words. Before improving communication, perhaps we should ask a simpler question. Who's speaking? While talking, are you aware of your posture, your breathing, your facial expression, the emotion rising within, the thoughts forming before your words appear? Most conversations happen automatically. Words simply flow. Awareness gently interrupts that automatic process, not by stopping speech, but by illuminating it. Some people worry, if I become aware, will I speak less? Not necessarily. Awareness doesn't reduce communication. Awareness makes communication intentional. Sometimes awareness speaks, sometimes awareness listens, sometimes awareness pauses. Every response becomes inappropriate to the moment. The quality of communication changes, not because vocabulary changed, because the consciousness entered the conversation. People don't simply hear your words, they experience your presence. Many people ask, how do I become more aware while speaking? Begin with direct experience. This is why witnessing is methodology, not other communication technique, a way of consciously experiencing communication itself through BOFTA framework. Gateway 1, body. Notice your postures while speaking. Notice your breathing. Notice tension. Gateway 2, feelings. Observe emotions as they rise. Excitement, fear, confidence, and certainty. Simply recognize them. Gateway 3. Thought. Observe thoughts before they become words. Notice how quickly the mind wants to react. Witness. Don't rush. Gateway 4. Awareness. Gradually recognize that awareness that has been observing body, feelings, and thoughts all along the conversation. Speaking remains, but now speaking is consciously experienced. Something beautiful begins happening. You no longer speak simply to fill silence. You no longer speak simply to impress. You no longer speak simply because the mind is busy. The words become clearer, listening becomes deeper, questions become more meaningful. People often describe these conversations as authentic because they have learned a better communication technique. No, because awareness quietly transforms the communicator. The world will continue rewarding communication. And communication is a valuable skill. Develop it. Learn new languages, become a better speaker, become a better listener. But don't stop there. Remember, communication is a skill. Witnessing is a methodology. Awareness is a conscious experience. The goal isn't simply to speak more fluently. The deeper invitation is to consciously experience yourself while speaking. Because when awareness enters communication, every word carries greater clarity. Every pause has greater meaning. And every conversation becomes an opportunity to continuously experience life. The next time you have a conversation today, don't try to change your words. Simply observe yourself while speaking. Notice your body, notice your feelings, notice your thoughts. Then ask yourself, was I only speaking or was I consciously experiencing myself while speaking? I would love to hear your experience in this comment. If this episode resonates with you, like and subscribe. Continue exploring awareness myth, witnessing practice, the Circle of Enlightenment series. Until then, keep witnessing.